Subscribe our channel and yes, don't forget to press bell icon notification. When President Donald Trump tried to visit Korea's demilitarized zone on Wednesday morning, his military escorts weren't the only ones wearing camouflage. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders didn't bring a jacket and found herself chilled in tarmac winds and temperatures that strained to reach 50 degrees. "One of our brave soldiers was nice enough to loan me his flight jacket," Sanders told DailyMail.com, "because I was freezing." The tough girl Trump spokeswoman put the coat on right over her dress and pearls. A reporter on the scene said Sanders, arms crossed to conserve heat, was shivering, and an Army Ranger lent her his coat. Insignia on the Army combat uniform jacket identified it as belonging to a chief warrant officer named Zizelman. Zizelman hails from Roanoke, Virginia and is stationed in Korea on a 2-year deployment along with his wife and the 2 daughters. They came to Yongsan just a month ago from Fort Riley, Kansas. Caitlin Raddack, a public affairs officer with the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, said Friday that Zizelman has been in the Army for 11 years, beginning as an 11B infantryman in the 3rd Ranger Regiment and now serving as an aviator, a role he's had since 2011. Lt. Colonel Junal Jeffrey, a spokeswoman for the 2nd Infantry Division, said Zizelman's job is to fly Chinook helicopters on maintenance test missions for the General Support Aviation Battalion, part of the 3rd Battalion, 2nd Aviation Regiment. Zizelman, who was on hand to certify the safety of the choppers scheduled to ferry Trump and his team to the Korean DMZ, stepped in on Wednesday when he saw the jacketless Sanders shivering in tarmac winds with temperatures in the 40s. "One of our brave soldiers was nice enough to loan me his flight jacket," Sanders told DailyMail.com, "because I was freezing." The tough girl Trump spokeswoman put the Army combat uniform coat on right over her dress and pearls. Trump's unscheduled attempt to visit the Korean DMZ was foiled by dense fog that forced the helicopter convoy to turn around when they were just 5 minutes from the landing zone. Military pilots couldn't see each other and decided to scrub the mission. Sanders said the president was disappointed, even as he waited gamely for nearly an hour in his limousine for the weather to clear. Instead, she said ruefully, "It got worse. Every president but one since Ronald Reagan has made the trek." George H.W. Bush was the lone standout, but he visited the DMZ while he was vice president. The White House took unusual steps to make sure news of the unplanned side trip didn't leak, including a cryptic late-night message to reporters about an extra stop on Trump's itinerary, and Sanders declining to tell them verbally where they were going once they arrived for liftoff. Instead, she held up a piece of notepaper from the Grand Hyatt Hotel, where the president and his senior staff slept Tuesday night, with the letters DMZ on it, saying, "This is where we're going." Sanders instructed journalists not to tell the outside world about the destination until they returned. She said after the run-in with pea soup fog to the north of Seoul that White House officials were holding out hope that the weather would clear. Instead, conditions worsened and they called it off. "There wasn't enough visibility to land," she explained. "It would have been really dangerous, and our guys pulled back." Thanks for watching these videos. Hit like, subscribe our channel and yes, don't forget to share with your friends.